Now, I do want to point out right here where it says off the record here, someone will not say the name, but they were brought in to put a tap on the phone and the house, the car, and even some of the friends of Sarah to see if she brings up any names. So I'm assuming that the neighbor called the law enforcement, turned all this information in, and then that's when the unnamed agency put the phone taps and stuff in place, and they listened first, and then they went in and arrested Sarah over all this. I just wanted to point that out. It took me a minute to catch on that's what they were saying, but evidently that's what happened. So I hope it made sense to you guys.
I will be standing here right by your side. I will be standing here till the end of time. I will be standing here all through the night, till the stars align.
Hey guys, this is to let you know alleged. This is an email I received from a viewer, and because this channel is for everybody's thoughts, opinions, a platform for everybody to get their information out, and it is viable information, not that it's fact. There's no way to verify it, but do y'all think this? What do you think about it? This is an email of what supposedly transpired, and the neighbor that turned the tip into law enforcement in Fruitland, Idaho, about little Mikey and the Sarah Wondra incident. Let me read it to you, and make sure and say prayers for all the cases, all the kids, and let me know what you think in the comment section below, guys. The email says they were discussing something else with me, and at the right after a few sentences, they said, anyway, the Michael Vaughan case, Sarah Wondra, or Stracy, or whatever she wants to call herself, was arrested and put in jail last night. Why, you ask? Love thy neighbor. Well, not in her case, anyway. Her neighbor called the police on her after once again she heard fighting at Sarah's house again and again, but this time she said the magic word, Michael, and that was what she wanted to know, what all the fights were about. Then she remembered what she had saw the night that Michael Vaughan went missing. She just got home from work at 6:20 p.m. and it just got dark. When she remembered she had left her bed sheets out on the clothesline and went out back to get them and saw Sarah with a shovel. And when Sarah saw her, she turned around fast without saying a word and walked fast into the house with the shovel. Now her neighbor said to herself that it was funny. What was she doing out there? But she went back to cooking her dinner. Then fast forward to 9 p.m. She heard fighting coming from Sarah's house. Then Sarah left the house, got into her car that was parked in the street, and backed it up onto her driveway. Then she went into the house and came back and opened the trunk of the car and was looking around when the pizza guy came by next door, and she closed the trunk and went back into the house once again. Ah, it's all in details. You know, the next morning she looked to see if Sarah's car had moved, but it hadn't. On the street the road was blocked. The police put up signs and barricades. That day, Sarah didn't leave the house, which is weird. She always goes in and out of the house. She does Uber and taxi services for money. It's her job. She didn't go anywhere, and that was not like her anyway. I'm getting ahead of myself. Here, the neighbor thought about what she saw and heard and then called the police and told them. Off the record, here, someone will not say the name, was brought in to phone tap the house, the car, some of her friends, to see if she talked about Michael, and she did, and made a very big mistake, and she got arrested. And the cops have been digging up her house now for the past couple of days, and soon will more likely find Michael's remains, or Sarah going to bring them to his body. Oh yeah, the judge ordered a total media blackout about the case. Well, not on YouTube, but the press for the private reasons. Now, I hope you guys could make sense of what that was said. I put it up on the screen so you could read it yourself. I tried to read it the best I could and translate, but that don't always work. So this is what this person has told me. I don't know if they're from around that area. I don't know how much they know about the case, but it does make you wonder. I mean, we've all wondered who the neighbor was or who it was that called and turned in the tip anyways. This is alleged. This is not fact. It cannot be verified until this case is over and done with. But I got the information. I thought you all might like to hear it, and so here it is. Now, I do want to point out right here where it says off the record here, someone will not say the name, but they were brought in to put a tap on the phone and the house, the car, and even some of the friends of Sarah to see if she brings up any names. So I'm assuming that the neighbor called the law enforcement, turned all this information in, and then that's when the unnamed agency put the phone taps and stuff in place, and they listened first, and then they went in and arrested Sarah over all this. I just wanted to point that out. It took me a minute to catch on that's what they were saying, but evidently that's what happened. I hope it made sense to you guys. As I said before, pray for all the kids, pray for the cases, pray for the adults that have to deal with this on a day-to-day basis, guys. And I'll see you in the next video.